I'm going to explain you how to create walls. You know, with the box command, you can create walls, but that is not practically every time. It is not easy. So there is a separate command called walls. So we'll be using that one. Okay. We go to create geometry, and after the standard primitives and extended primitive down you go, you can see there is a AEC extended. AEC extended. Click that. And you can find walls. Click that wall. Okay. So when you click the wall, you can see what is the width of the wall you want, what is the height of the wall you want, then justification, left, center, right, all so there. So before that, let us fix the units for this. So how will you fix the units? Go to customize, unit setup, and there is a screen here, display unit scale, metric, I will select centimeters. Okay, so all the measurement, you will add cm. This is to display only. If you want to get real usage, then you have to click here, system unit setup. Click this, system unit setup. And here, you select 1 unit, 1 is equal to centimeters. If you want to use millimeters, you have to select millimeters, centimeters, meters, whatever. So I'm going to use centimeters. Okay. So here, metric, I have shown centimeter. This is to display unit. So every measurement, you will add cm. And this is the actual conversion factor. 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. Okay. Now, whatever you type, he will show you here centimeter. You can see that already 5 centimeter, 96 centimeters, something like that is there. Okay. So usually our wall is 20 centimeter width, 20 centimeter. So let me select this and type 20. And wall height is usually 300 centimeter, 3 meters. So I will click 300. So this is the wall I want. Okay. Now there are 3 justification you can use to draw a wall. When you select the center, it draws based on the center line, center measurements. If you take left, it takes the inner measurement, inside measurement. If you say select right, it takes outside measurements. Okay, let us do suppose we want to draw a room 3 meter by 5 meter or 5 meter by 3 meter. We want to draw a room, 5 meter length, meter. Okay. So whenever you want to draw a wall, I can just click and drag it. But you see, I'm not sure whether it is exactly horizontal, coming, etc. I don't know. And measurement is also difficult to see. Usually what I will do is I will go here, snaps. I will switch on snap and grid. Grid is this line. Snap is the movement of cursor. So when I click the grid, snap, it moves based on this point to point. So let me right click this. This is the right click here. And you see here grid line on. So that is why you see all this line, grid points. Now I will go to snaps. I'll go here, options. Snap radius snaps. You just see this home grid. So grid spacing is 10 centimeter. So the distance between 2 lines is 10 centimeter here. Major lines at 10th. Okay. Okay. So after every 10, there is another line will be there. That is why this black. So from here, if you take 10, there is another line here. Okay. So I will use the home grid. grid spacing 10 centimeter, that is the distance between two lines. And grid line, every 10th there will be a thicker line will be there. That's all. Then I will come back here, snaps. Grid line is on. Okay, click. Now I will switch on this. You can see now my snap point is coming. So if I click here, you can see it is giving it some measurements only. It is very, very easy to draw with the measurements. Okay. Bottom here, you can see that it is showing you what the distance is taking. Okay. Now it is okay. I will just draw a line. I will click from here, draw a line. The status bar, it shows you me the approximate length. So this is about 280, 300. Click. So this is my 300 centimeter line. Okay. Usually, if you want to draw like this, you have to use the keyboard entry. That will be more easier. So let us select this, delete. We'll go to walls, keyboard entry. Okay. So now your cursor is 0, 0, 0, add point. See, you click at the exactly at the center. Now you want 5 meter length, that is 500. So I will put X 500. Add point. So you can see that he has drawn a line with 500 length. Now I want another line here, 300. So I will put X as 300. Add point. You got 3. Now when you come here, this point will be X0. That is, this will be 0. And Y will be 500. Addition. Click. Close. So you finish a room. You finish a room. This is based on center points. So the distance 3 meter is from center to center. This is from this center to this center, 5 meter. This center to this center, 3 meter. That's how we draw the wall. Okay. I hope you got some idea now. What happened when you, now it was, I drawn this using center. So he has taken whatever measurement I gave, center to center distance he has taken. Usually your inner measurement will be rounded. For example, room inside will be 5 meter by 3 meter. But when you take center line, it will be 5.2. 5 meter inside, 10 centimeters this side, 10 centimeters this side. Okay. So usually you get center line distance will be, if it is inside 5 by 3 a room, center line will be 5.2 by 3.2. Okay. So we are supposed to give that measurement here, but I just to show you, I drawn, you see, 3. 5 by 3 I took, but center line I took. So the measurement, whatever we have shown, is taken as center to center. Okay, let me erase this. Enter, delete. I deleted that. Here, one problem we are finding is that very, very difficult to type the coordinates. Very, very difficult to draw the coordinates, to draw the rooms. No, very complicated. So the easiest method is that we can prepare AutoCAD drawing lines and bring that line here and extrude and use the wall method. Okay, for example, I'm just drawing a rectangle here. I'm just drawing a rectangle. I have drawn a rectangle. And the length is here 100 by 180. The length I want 300. One minute. I have drawn, modify. You can change the measurement of this. This is giving me little problem. The snaps I will off. Click this, modify. Length is 300 by, I will change it to 500. I have a rectangle here, 500 length, 300, a rectangle. This rectangle I can convert into room, walls. So I will go to walls now. I'll switch off the camera. I'll go to wall. I want left, that means inner measurement. Left. So the wall will be exactly 5 meter by 3 meter inside measurement I will give. So I took left. So you will take left measurement when you want to get the inner measurement. So inner measurement, I want to get 5 meter by 3 meter, 500 centimeter by 300 centimeter. So I took left. Okay. When you go to keyboard entry here, there is an option here, pick spline. Click this and click this line. You see, yes, drawn a wall. To check the measurement. How do we know that it is height is, there are different methods by we can measure the height. For the timing, nothing to worry. I will delete this and draw again. My rectangle is as it is there. Wall. I am taking left align. And the width of the wall is 220 centimeter. Height is 300 centimeter. Okay. I'm going to keyboard entry. Pick spline. So he is going to draw a wall, 20 centimeter width, 300 centimeter height. Click this. So he has drawn a wall. And this, if you see, this measurements inside are 3 meter by 5 meter. Okay. So I have drawn the wall. So what I will do, I will draw single line sketch in AutoCAD and bring it, import here and go to wall. I'll give the width. I will give the height, select the P line and click. I'll get all the walls, no? So very, very easy to use that. Okay. Now, if this wall, if you want to make some changes, how will you do that? Okay. Suppose I want to change a little bit the width of one wall I want to make instead of 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter, how I'll make? So I'll go to modify. You see this wall, this is the modifier stock. Under this wall, this arrow you switch on. There are 3 sub-objects. Vertex, segment, profile. Okay. Suppose you select the vertex. You select this vertex and you can move and you can move the vertex. You see? Suppose I select both the vertex. Vertex. And select vertex. can see, you select both the vertex and you can make the room bigger or smaller. You can make the room bigger or smaller by selecting the vertex. Okay. Suppose you want to change the width of this. So you go to segment, click this. You can see the measurement will come here. You can see here 20 centimeter. This I want to make it to 30 centimeter. Type 30. You see that wall only became 30 centimeter. You see only that wall became 30 centimeter. You want to increase the height of that wall. 350. See, it can become 350. So you can select the segment and change the width and height. So I'll keep it back 300. And this I will keep it back 200. So this is the thing. There are a lot of things you can do. You can draw a wall like this and other thing. We'll see those things in later stage. Okay. So what you did now, you have converted a rectangular into a wall. First you draw the rectangle, whatever measurement you want. So if you want to draw a room, use the line command and draw it, or bring a single line sketch from AutoCAD here. Then use the wall command, give the width, give the height, and select SP line. Click, you get the room, all the room measurement. I hope you got some idea. That's how you do the walls. Why do you want to draw the walls? You can use the box command. But box command will take more time, no? One box you have to draw, very difficult. You have to draw the wall because later when you insert a door or window, automatically that portion will be cut. You put a window there, automatically it will cut there. And when you move the window, the cutting also will be moved. Okay, like Revit now, when you insert a door, and when you move the door, automatically the opening also moving. Similar thing will happen here also. Okay, so we have seen the walls. Let us write down the notes for that. Please take your notebook and write down walls. Okay, before that, write down the unit setup. Unit setup, how will you set up a unit? It's very important because sometimes you want to draw centimeter, sometimes millimeter, sometimes meter. Okay, if you don't give the unit setup, it draws just without any units. Without any unit, it draws. Okay, so write down unit setup. Customize. Click the customize. Let me show you from here. This from here. Customize unit setup. This unit setup. Then you get the dialog box and you change it. Okay. Customize unit setup. A dialog box opens. Select from the metric. Okay, this is the display unit and select required unit, meters, centimeters, millimeter. This is to display. If you select millimeter, it will say mm. It will show centimeter, cm. Meters, m, it will show. Okay. Then after that, click this button. Customize units. So first you from here meter, you see here meter, select the centimeter, whatever you don't make any other changes. Now you click the system unit setup. And from here you again select the centimeter and OK. Click system unit setup tab. Select one unit equal to required units, meters, centimeters, millimeters, etc. Then say OK. This is how you set up the unit. So now you set up everything in centimeter and whatever measurement you type, it is coming in centimeters. Now come to walls. Walls. To create a wall. Use unit setup if required. Okay, if you want to use the centimeter exactly, meter, whatever may be, then go to unit setup and do it. Now create geometry, AEC extended, then walls. From create, command panel create, geometry, AEC extended. Where will you get this AEC extended? It will be just below the, you see here, it will be under AEC extended. It will be under the standard primitive bottom. You can see AEC extended. AEC extended. Then you select walls. There will be two options there: wall, foliage, and railing. You select walls. After that, specify width. Usually the wall width will be 20 centimeter. The height, 300 centimeter. Now justification you select. When you select left to draw using inside measurement, if you want to draw using inside measurement, then you should be very careful when you draw measurement wall left, don't draw like this, then it is wrong. You have to draw anti-clockwise like this. Click, click, click. You have to draw like this. Okay. Don't, when you select left and draw, don't draw like this. If you see, you can see that you are pointing the line opposite direction. That means your left will become right, right will become left. If you draw like this, your left, maybe sometime problem will be there. Okay. So draw like this, left, left. Like this you draw. Anti-clockwise you draw. Okay, select left if you want to draw inside measurement. Center line measurement, then use the center. If you want to use the right, then outside measurement, use right. Usually be using the left one. Okay. And draw always anti-clockwise. Always draw anti-clockwise. Use snap and grid to draw walls. As I mentioned earlier, you can use the snaps here if you want to draw. Click this and draw. Okay. So approximately measurement will be easier to click. You see, for example, from here to this is 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter, 40 centimeter, 50 centimeter. Click. So this is a 50 centimeter because every gap is 100 centimeter. So you can use this grid and snaps. How will you do that? Right click. Click the grid points on here. So you'll see the grid line. Go to home grid. Select here the spacing. If you can change the spacing if you want. Suppose this two gap you want 50 centimeter. Then you make it a 50. So every 50 it will show. Now it is 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter. After that, okay. So you can use grid and snap. Use keyboard entry for exact measurement. I've shown you how will you use the keyboard entry. You have to give exactly X and Y coordinate. Then automatically it draws. So you can draw using keyboard entry also. Use keyboard entry for exact measurement. Give X and Y coordinates and show points to draw walls. So if you are using keyboard entry, click here. First 000, add point, so it add at the exactly at the center. That time you don't want this snap, you can off. Then after you give X, how much you want. So and add point. So automatically from the center, you will draw whatever length you give, you draw a line there with width and height you give. Then you give Y if you want to the other direction. Like that, you can. If you know the coordinate, you can use that method. Otherwise, you draw a rectangle or a line using the line command, or you prepare in AutoCAD and import it here and use the spline. Select, pick spline. Okay. So use keyboard entry for exact measurements. Give X, Y coordinates and show points to draw walls. Existing lines, rectangle, and other 2D lines imported from Autodesk, etc., can be used to draw walls. Right now, existing lines, rectangle, and other 2D lines imported from AutoCAD, etc., can be used to draw walls. After importing those lines or drawing the line, select Pick Spline under keyboard entry. Under keyboard entry, click this Pick Spline. Okay, select Pick Spline under keyboard entry and select the existing 2D line. So we will draw immediately, we will draw top of that. If you select left, you will be drawing using that rectangle left. That means you will get inner measurement based on that rectangle. If you select center, that rectangular line will be treated as a center. And if you select right, it will select that rectangle line as external lines. Okay, to edit the wall, select the wall, click modify. Select sub-objects such as vertex, segments, etc. If you want to edit one line, you select that, select this line, go to modify, and you see here, click this arrow and you will get the sub-object, vertex, segment, profile, etc. To edit the wall, select the wall, go to modify, select sub-objects such as vertex, segment, etc. Vertex to increase or decrease length. So if you're a rectangle, select both the vertex and use move command to make it bigger or smaller. You can also insert vertex to change the orientation, etc. That means to edit the wall, select the wall, go to modify, select some objects such as vertex, segment, etc. You can use the vertex to increase the decrease length. Also insert a vertex to change the orientation. We can go to vertex and click insert here, and I can insert a vertex here. You can see, you can modify the wall. You can modify the wall. So how will you do that? Select the vertex here, select the insert and click the point. And from there you can adjust. So you can use this vertex to change the orientation of the wall also. You will use the segment only when you want to change the width and height of this segment. Select this segment and you can increase and decrease the size of the wall. I hope you got some idea. So this is how you create the walls. Show you how to create the foliage. So we'll finish this. Go to wall. So if you want to escape press, it will not work because you have to come back to your original wall. Now only escape will work. Okay, delete everything. Create, modify. Under the AEC extended, there is another one, foliage. Let me select everything and delete this. When you click the foliage, you can use the foliage to draw trees. I'll click this foliage. When you click the foliage, you see there are different type of trees available here. There are different type of trees. Banyan tree, generic palm, all many things are there. So let me insert one, this one. Just drag and put it here. Click. Put it here. I will undo this. Undo. And go again. Create. Geometry. AEC extended. Foliage. Select one tree. Select this one. You can drag and put it here. Zoom all. You can see that raw tree. You can render. This is the tree which we entered there. This is foliage. You can adjust the trees. So you select the tree, go to modify, and you can see there are many options available about that particular tree. You can increase the height. You can see adjust the parameters. Another type of tree, same tree, but another type. You see, you can modify according to your convenience. This is number of seeds, number of parts of that. You can, when you increase or decrease, everything will change. Leaves, all the leaves are removed. When you click this leaves, you can see the leaves. Trunk, this is a trunk. No trunk there now. Fruits, in this there is no fruits. Branches, small branches are there. You can switch off everything and on one by one and see. Flowers, so there is no flowers. Fruits, no fruits. Leaves, trunk, branches, roots. Roots also not there. So you can modify all these things based on values. You can increase the height also. Delete. Foliage. Another model. Another model. See, you can change the color and everything later. You can use the material editor and we can change the color. I will show you later. We have not learned that material editor. Only these limited trees are only there. You can use it if you want. This is foliage. Railing. Let's go to railing now. When I click the railing, I will drag a line here. Click. This is the length of my railing. Increase the height. You see, I can see the railing. This is my railing. This is the railing. I can modify this railing. I'll modify this railing. I will go to select the railing, go to modify. You select the railing here. This is to increase the length. You can increase the length of the railing. Top rail. This is the top rail. Now it is square. You can see that it is square. Top rail is square. You can change it to round. It is round now. You can increase the diameter of that. Okay. Square. You can increase the depth. You can increase the width. You can increase the overall height. So this is about top rail and height. Lower rail, this is lower rail. Lower rail, again, this is the lower rail. You can convert into round or square type, square, round. You can increase the diameter of that. Square, you see, depth. Okay. You can increase, now there is only one number. You can increase this number by clicking this. So top rail is only one. Lower rail, you can have any number. So you click this and you get some options here. Now there is only one. I can increase to 2, 3, any number I can give. Lower rails. I can remove this lock and I can adjust the offset. Here, some changes are coming here. Start. You have to increase more value. Let's see. You can increase that lower offset. See, from bottom it is increasing, going up. Okay, that you can adjust. Start offset me from here. Offset. When 0, it touches at the ground. 0 touches at the ground. You give some value there, say 100. So 100 centimeter above, 100. So this offset is 100. So many things you can do from here. Some changes you can do from here. You can increase the number. Okay. This for lower rail. Post. This is the post. Edge. This edge, vertical post is called post. You can see this post. I can, again, you can make it a square or round. Depth I can change. You can see the depth. Width I can change. Extension, suppose you want to take it up. Now it is flush with this. You can increase. You can see fence can be adjusted. So both the post, that is end post, are adjusted, can be adjusted using post. Again, suppose you want to put another one center here. So go here, make it to 2 and change the values. You can change the start offset, end offsets, and so many things. You can try this. Now fencing. These pieces are called fencing. The portion, vertical posts in between posts are called fencing. Fencing you see here. Now it is post only, pickets. It's called pickets. Pickets. Suppose you want to hear sheet or glass, we'll select solid. Solid fill. See, filled with solid. You can adjust the spacing and other thing. You can give some offset at the top. Bottom offset, again 100. See, side offset, left offset, 50. Right offset, 50. So you can make this changing, you can adjust this. And this you can convert this as a glass later in the material, you can put glass there. You can have a different type of fencing now. Okay, so you can modify according to your convenience. Let us write down the steps for this. So foliage is to create trees. Write down foliage to create tree. We just click the foliage, drag and drop. Select the tree, select the tree, drag and drop. Now adjust the height, density, various factors, parameters you can change. That's how you do the foliage or trees. Railing. Write these steps. Railing. To provide railing. You have to practice with all this. Otherwise you will forget. It seems to be very simple, but you require practice for this. Railing. To provide railing. So show the starting point and ending point. You got a railing. So click starting point, end point, height. Okay. Then you can adjust the length. And one more thing is that suppose you have your own. See, suppose I have a line here. I can import some path to create the fencing line. I create line, 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 like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, I want a railing in this path. I can use it. Railing. You see here, railing. Pick railing path. Click this railing path and click. Click. You can see the railing has come. Let me delete the old railing. It will become confusing. Let me delete the old railing. Delete. So I have only path here now. I will click the railing. You the pick railing path. Click. Click. See the railing has come, but it is not gone as per my path. This you have to adjust from here segments. You have to adjust the segment. There is no segment. So you increase the segment and you can see that it is adjusting. You give them more segment you may have to give. Okay, and this corner, if you want more adjustment, you see a respect corners. Click this, respect corners. So the corners will be there. If you don't respect the corners, you can see that corners are not properly came. No, you see here, my line is like this, did not come. Still, you want some more segments. 35. Well, if you want to make a round there, respect corners. Click. So that adjustment will come there. So you can see now another type of railing. Railing has come there. You see the railing according to our path. So this is very, very powerful command. You can create your own path. You create the handrail and modify it. Okay. So this is very important. So that is what we wrote here. Okay. So write down the steps. Click starting point, end point, then height. Then you can adjust the length. Then top rail. You can adjust the round, square. You can change the width, depth, height, everything can change. Write down, please. Lower rail, you can again change. Can be round, can be square. You can change the depth and width. Railing spacing can be adjusted using the dialog box. This is the dialog box here. When you click here, you can change the parameters. Again, post. Post means the end post. End vertical, like that is the end post. These are the posts. It's called post. End vertical vertical objects. It can be round, it can be square. Again, you can change depth, width. You can extend also above. You can extend it. Spacing can be adjusted based on the dialog box. Again, in the fencing, it can be solid. It can be solid. Fencing, check various parameters. It can be solid. Pickets. When it's only vertical post, it is called pickets. But when you have a sheet there, you have to select solid. Then, and you can change various parameters. Existing 2D lines called path or important lines can be used to create railing. This is what I just now I shown you. Use pick railing path and select the 2D lines.